Hey guys, happy Sunday. I am at the farm again, taking a walk with Gilbert, who is the puppy up there. Actually, his name's Gil, but I call him Gilbert or Gilby or, all kinds of fun names. He's our adorable little farm dog. Actually, he's big. But anyway, so we're taking a walk. I'm actually going to collect some pepper grass, which is, let me show you what it is. It's this fun little weed, actually. It's just a weed, but it dries really cool, and it looks really nice in dried floral arrangements, and that's another one of my fun little hobbies, is making things with dried florals. We have an event every fall that we do, and this year it's on October 1st. It's called Wheat Day, and that is something that I remember doing as a kid with my grandma and my mom. It's been in the area since the 1950s. Two ladies started it in the 1950s, and so in 2020, they hadn't had it since about 1997, and in 2020 I got with the daughters of the original founders and we started it back up. We brought Wheat Day back. So we are, I and many others who come every year we collect weeds and grasses and flowers and all kinds of fun stuff all year round, and we dry them or preserve them in whatever ways, and then we come together in the fall to craft with those things that we've dried and preserved over the last few months or several months. So anyway, out picking pepper grass today for that purpose, and thought I'd bring you guys along with me. But what I really wanted to talk about this week, what I really wanted to say to you and to myself, is just this. This week I've been thinking a lot about what's holding me back from getting the things I really, really want. And I think ultimately all of the reasons I can come up with always come back to the same core principle, and I think it's one that most of us share, and that is that we are some way not good enough just as we are in this moment, in every moment, or that our surroundings, our situation's not good enough, or it's not what we want, and somehow that makes it wrong, or it makes us wrong. We feel like we're not talented enough to share, our skill sets. We're not special enough to be sharing our creativity. We're not, smart enough or pretty enough or skinny enough or rich enough or whatever it is to live the life that we truly want to live. And so that belief is so permeating for so many of us. It can take our lives over, and can really, keep us from having beautiful relationships. It can keep us from, what I want to say is it can keep us from apologizing and going back into really what could be really great relationships, because, for some reason we have this fear of not being good enough or whatever. So anyway, our deep-rooted fears of, and let me be more specific for myself here, not try to speak for everybody. My deepest fear is that I'm not good enough for bringing, my creative works into the world, and for them to be well received, and for you guys to be, a part of my journey. And so this week I'm really working on debunking that and remembering that every moment is perfect exactly the way that it is. It was actually designed to be this way, and it is exactly what I need it to be. It is exactly what it needs to be, and I am exactly as I need to be. And it's enough. It's enough. I'm enough. It's perfect. I'm perfect in my imperfection, you know, just the way that I am right now. And so are you. And so really this week I just want us all, in every moment that we feel uncertain or scared or worried or frustrated or whatever the feeling might be that's not a pleasant feeling, just remind yourself that everything is happening the way that it should be happening, according to a design that's far bigger than any of us can even fathom, much less, you know, plan for ourselves. And so it is what it is, and it's all perfect. It's all happening exactly as it should, and you are happening exactly as you should. Your life is unfolding as it should, and so is mine. And so is Gilbert's. He's over crashing through the weeds over there. So anyway, just wanted to pop on and just share that little tidbit. I mean, I know you guys, we all know that. We all know that everything's happening the way it should. And we all know that, you know, it's all by design. And we all know that, I'm speaking in generalities, of course, but we all know that we are exactly the way we're supposed to be, and that we are enough. We all know that intellectually, but it's hard to remember that sometimes. So we get so caught up in trying to make things what they're not, you know, and that's okay. Of course, that's okay. I think Gilbert's trying to come out of the bushes behind me, but there's a fence there, so I'm not sure if he'll be able to do it. Anyway, but yeah, everything is just as it should be, even when it's hard, even when it's not perfect according to our standards, it's still unfolding perfectly in the way that it should, in the way that's going to get us to where we're going, in the way that's going to help us learn the lessons that we need to learn in every moment. So yeah, that's it. That's what's on my mind this week. So just wishing you guys a really beautiful week, a really peaceful week, hopefully. And oh yeah, speaking of peace, I guess I should update you. Some of you may remember a couple of weeks ago I said that my 17-year-old, oh, and as I'm saying that, a white butterfly floats by. Anyway, my 17-year-old cat, Noah, was not in the best of health. Well, he has since passed on. He left us. He actually, this white butterfly is literally floating right in front of me, which is such a cute little personal sign for me. Anyway, so he was not in the best of health. He was asking to be let outside, and he hadn't done that for about 1.5 years. And so I knew that his end was probably near, and indeed it was. His health worsened over the next week or so after that, and then one day I came out to visit and he asked to be let out, and so I let him go outside, because my theory on this is he knows what he needs, he knows what he wants, and he's an animal with instincts that guide him. And so if he was asking to be let outside, it was because it's what he wanted. And so I let him go outside, and he didn't come back. And that's been about 1.5 weeks ago now. So it's pretty certain that he is no longer with us. Unfortunately, we don't have him now to give him a proper burial or whatever, but I just believe that he gave that to himself. What I have to believe is that he went somewhere and found a comfortable spot and made himself comfy as possible and laid down and went to sleep. And so, yeah, even that in its own poetic way is perfect. And yeah, so that's it. I guess I will talk to you guys again next week. You're beautiful, you're perfect, and everything is unfolding perfectly in its own imperfect way. So, till next week, all my love.